Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the Soul Tribe, guys. I truly appreciate yous. I miss yous. So let's tap in, let's grab our tea, let's grab our tree, let's grab our drink, do whatever we need to do to get comfortable. Cause I'm gonna spill the tea straight. No chaser, no sugarcoating bullshit. It is what it is, guys. So please use discernment. Put yourself where you belong. Past, present, future, timeless, general, collective. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it, guys. Okay, leave it for somebody it does. It's not supposed to resonate from start to finish, every single reading. I missed you. I've been so busy with Christmas and my kids are off school. So let's tap in. I'm going to pop out a couple of readings today. So keep your um, bell icon. Check if you have it clicked on because you're going to get the notifications when I do upload today. Okay, so let's tap in. I have the big juice deck here. We're going to clarify with the smaller juice deck. We're going to dig in with some tarot and then we're going to get some more clarifications with the oracle and a closing message. So stay tuned to the end, guys. I love yous. I love yous. I love yous. Wow. Now, this cheater story, oh my God, it keeps coming out. Now, this is why it's on the floor. Like, that's my energy to it. You see what I'm talking about? Where did it go? Where did it go? It is right underneath me. You're no longer living in this cheater story energy. Somebody wanted you to continuously keep playing a cheater story. Whether you grew, you healed, you evolved. This shit is something flew right over somebody's head. It's like you're not in a woe is me kind of energy. People may have cheated you out of a lot. Oh, hells yeah, they could have. Do you hold any resentment? You probably don't, but you're also not gonna forgive somebody. I got the what is humming in this ear. Now this is the right side. Oh, this is the left side. Okay, some kind of dark, oh, okay. Some kind of dark entities is low key jealous. That's clarification as well. Somebody's mad because you're no longer in a cheater story. Like you can't be bamboozled, you can't be finessed, you can't be hoodwinked. Like, and there's a lot of people who are low key, high key jealous of you. They pretend like you don't see it, but you see it. It's because they try to frame you. They try to put you in a cheater story to try to cheat you out of quality of life, right? But you managed to get out of that trap. I feel as though whoever has tried to trap you in some kind of outdated belief systems is the one who is trapped. They try to frame you, now they're feeling low-key jealous because they can't frame you. Ancestors, what else from this pile? Thank you. Bottom of the deck. Yes, somebody's going through karma. I don't make it up. I can't make it up if I tried. I'm telling you, my downloads are always legit. That's why it's in Tasha's Intuitive Tarot. I get it in my mind's eye. Pops out in the motherfucking cards. 333 on my clock. People need to get their shit together. See, you already got your shit together. You dealt with the karma. You felt the pain, the burn. You understood that you weren't always straight, solid, and legit. So you had to go through, some kind of hard times. But you went through those hard times. Now, whoever tried to frame you, distort people's view about you, leave you out in some kind of way, shape, or form, sleep on you, they're getting karma. They need to get their shit together because they wanted you to be in this cheater store. They wanted you to be left out. I don't make it up. They wanted you to be left out, so they chose another lover, another job, another partner, another friend. I don't know, family over you. Now they're having to get their shit together because the karma's hitting hard. Oh, because of the spell work. See, somebody did spell work on a star seed. They wanted somebody to choose something else other than you. Well, that person, those friends, that company, they did. They chose other people other than you, even though you were perfect for the position, whatever that position was. Now, you are very guided, very protected, and you've seen the cycles and you blocked it. You stopped it. It is what it is, guys. They wanted to put the star seed on the ground. Well, the star seed has rised above the fray. You are no longer affected by this spell work, by this cheater story, by people trying to cheat you out. These people need to get their shit together. They're low key jealous, high key jealous, honestly, because you've seen the cycles. Even if somebody chose another lover, they still see you as a star seed. They feel like they missed out on opportunities, so they are low key jealous because they try to frame you. Oh, wow. There's nothing there after the cycle, but the ego wants to come out. Somebody's got a big ass motherfucking ego, and they're gonna have to sit the fuck down. Because no one can destroy you when the destroyer himself protects you. Somebody's seeing these cycles. You're seeing these cycles. A lot of people are having to look at themselves, and all the spell work that they did is just ricocheting back to them. Now, you went through some karma because you weren't always, high vibrational. You had to choose the path that you're on. And now it's on and popping. Somebody said that you were very needy, very codependent, and now they're having to self reflect because you're not the needy one. This is why it's on and popping with you. You're a star seed. They wanted to frame you. Now they're low key jealous because you're choosing another lover, perhaps. You're choosing another life for yourself. I told you, you went through that karma. You're not gonna go back into situations that you prayed yourself out of. Like, does that even make sense? You put the pieces together. You got your shit together. Guys, somebody has to put the pieces together about this spell work because it's on and popping in the spiritual realm, in the 3D. Like, it's the end of the year, guys. Get your shit together. It is what it is. People are very needy, very codependent, especially on you. And that's why they wanted to do spell work to try to lower your confidence, to try to degrade you in some kind of way because clearly they got a big ego. And they wanted to frame you because they thought you had a big ego. You know thyself, there's a big difference, okay? Somebody could be on medication. They could have even said that you were on medication. This is where the whole framing comes in. Somebody could have said that you were very self absorbent, one sided, maybe even aloof. They could have even said that you were on some kind of anti, like psychotics or something. Maybe somebody needs to get on these things. I don't know. At the end of the day, the things that they said is ricocheting back towards them. You're sitting pretty. Well, there's pick a bitch. Oh my God. Okay, so there was a needy pick me person who was going through karma because they wanted you to go through a teacher story. Somebody was a cheater. Okay. And now they're over medicating, whether this is prescription drugs, street drugs, food. I don't know. Somebody's over medicating. Okay. And it's because they have to self reflect. They framed you a star seed. Now they're low key jealous because that spell work didn't affect you. That word magic, that framing of any kind, it didn't affect you. It may have for a little while, like I said, but you were going through some karma from what you had did in the past. And you've seen it as that learning lesson, right? The conflict. You've seen the conflict as a learning lesson. You've seen this conflict with this pick me energy as a learning lesson. Whether this is a male or a female, guys, somebody really wanted to be seen because of their codependency. They wanted to be picked. So the only way they could be picked is with spell work, and then wanted to try to frame you and act like you were the one who does spell work, guys. The only kind of work that you do is healing, protection, self empowerment. Like, come on, seriously? Like, this is what allowed you to grow away from the codependency. Somebody said you were codependent. Shit, you could have been before. You could have really, really put your neck out for people who did not give a fuck about you. It is what it is. You took the title away from people and they were stuck with just their personality. And well, you don't like a lot of people. You may love them, but you don't like them. And because you can't trust them, you're not going to have them in your life. Somebody wanted to frame you because of their own codependencies. You cleared the energy and you grew, healed, evolved from the conflict. You seen the conflict was just a learning lesson. Can I find the silver lining in this? Can I heal from this? And that's exactly what the fuck you did. You tapped right into Gaia and you realized you did this before. And these people are very terrified of you because you see the cycles, and you can also stop the childish energies. Now, there could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn who's very childish, who you need to clear the energy from. At the end of the day, there was somebody who you may have had a partnership with, a relationship with, a connection with, who is very childish and sees you being grounded. You're clearing the energy of any childish energies so that you can find balance within source, within self. So then inevitably it brings that in. And that's what you're doing. Somebody is very codependent because they're stuck with a lover that they don't even like. Nothing there, guys. And you see the cycle. Somebody wants to get out of some kind of cycle. That's not your business. They're in a cheater story, guys. So if somebody left you and went to picked another lover, well, that person is a cheater, and it is what it is. Yeah. These people are looking up at you. I'm telling you, they are very envious and they're low key jealous. They're pretending like they don't. Oh, wow. This could even be a friend that pretends like they like you, support you, but really they're low key jealous of you because you chose to be by yourself instead of going from person to person like a needy codependent person usually would. You're not like that. You're not like them. You're not a pick me. You'd rather not be chosen. If somebody has another option, you tell that childish person to go grow up and pick that other person. Now it's on and popping because you said what you said. Petty University, baby, graduated from that shit. And it says you don't know who someone is till you know who someone is. Yeah, a lot of people are looking up to you guys, and they realize that they shouldn't have framed you. There's also a lot of people looking at you who may know of you, but they don't really know you, and they listen to other people about you. Oh, you're about to cry happy tears because, like it says in that card, you don't really know someone till you know who someone is, right? Yeah. You're about to cry happy tears because all this conflict, all this energy, you see it for what it is. You did the self reflecting. You see these clowns in the clown house. Something's going to happen today, during the day. Somebody maybe even trying to look for you in the daylight with a fucking flashlight like a fucking clown, and they're never going to find you because you're not where they are. It could be an emperor that you gave space to. Okay? Could be an emperor that you gave space to. Okay? This emperor was clearly over controlling. It's always about control. Very dominant energy. Now you are a very submissive person. The thing is people need that person that you will be submissive to needs to earn that position. Like, come on, guys, just because they have a title doesn't mean that you're just automatically. It's about actions, right? So you don't really know who somebody is until you know who somebody is. Actions. Now you got a clear vision on something, and these people are looking up at you. You gave space for this emperor to get out of this clown energy. Now today, they're seeing that you are very fucking grounded, and they're very conflicted, maybe with a lover, because that lover is over medicating because their needy ass has done spell work to try to get somebody in a cheater story to choose another lover. Now they're going through karma. They need to get their shit together because somebody is leaving somebody. I don't know. This pick me codependent person is very low key jealous of the star seed, and they try to frame you to a lover. Now this emperor lover is feeling very clownish because you gave them space. Why? Because they're fucking childish. They needed to grow up. You cleared the air. You told somebody to reflect on their choices. Well, their choices is exactly why you think you don't know this person at all. You don't. You don't. And all these people are looking up to you guys. You're about to cry happy tears. You gave somebody space, like I said, this emperor, but they were very codependent, very needy. They wanted to be above you, better than you. There's no competition, guys. It's a team. At the end of the day, they regret ever selling you out to some kind of hoe. Oh yeah, somebody's paying attention to the synchronicities. Somebody said you were a hoe. They try to frame you to this lover because, people are childish. Now they're all getting karma because you're not a cheater. You never tried to do any kind of distortion, manipulation, and you don't envy these people. You may have a little bit of resentment. I'm not going to lie, said at the beginning. but it's because of the conflict. But you also know that the conflict has made you stronger, wiser, braver, smarter, and no one can destroy you when the destroyer himself protects you. These hoes are paying attention to synchronicities and no such thing as coincidence. These hoes regret selling you out, lying on you, because you're self made, guys. A lot of people low key jealous of you guys, and it's because you took a leap of faith. These people feel foolish because they're going through a tower. They try to bring a tower to you. It may have worked for a little while, but like I said, trial and error. Sometimes we have to fall a bunch of times before we can get back up. But once we get back up, these people are looking up to you. Well, they're falling from grace. I told you, whatever is built on faulty foundation will inevitably crumble. And that's what the year of the snake is. Transformer gets left behind, guys. And while people are upset because you're so high vibrational, it allows the right people to gravitate towards you. And in the past, you may have, like I said, been, very much wanting people around because they had a title. But if they can't actually do the work, then they can't be there. Ancestors, well, yeah, people try to play mind games because you're on your life purpose. People are paying attention to the synchronicities, guys. The collective energy, you see things in a different perspective. You're clearing the air of the mind games, guys. These people did all of this because they were jealous of you. And the wise are realizing this. And this emperor, he is a good man, good woman, or whatever. But they were very much conflicted and they got bamboozled. And now they may be over medicating because of the conflict, because they just want peace. Well, people really regret selling you out because, well, they're being looked at as jealous because you got a pure heart. You got a pure heart. You meant well. And these pick me bitches are all fighting with each other. Why? Because you have hope. Even if it's the size of a fucking mustard seed, you still pull through. You still find a way. And these hoes are feeling like clowns, paying attention to fucking synchronicities, realizing that they're the childish ones. They are the drama. They want to act like you're the drama. This organization has been watching you. They're realizing that they're the drama. You're not the drama. You're just straightening shit out. People are mad because you give them space to grow the fuck up. They don't want to grow up, then you say it. You say it what it is. You no sugarcoating nothing over here. A lot of double standards. They can do, but you can't. So you're putting it where your foot is. The Capricorn energy is the devil, guys. Like I said, they can do it, but you can't. A lot of double standards here, especially in your family or community or something, in a relationship. Yeah, no. It's like they can date, but you can't. They could, I don't know, something weird like that. And you're about to cry happy tears, guys. Well, these karmics, walk through the friends of their own making. I'm telling you, somebody really played in those dark shadow people, and they're really having to pay the consequences for that, especially because they said that you were evil and that you were a hoe and you were, childish and need to grow up. It was the opposite. Somebody gaslighted you, acted like everything you said was you. And really, it's because they're on the DL and shit is blowing up on them. You're the temperance angel, guys. Somebody wanted to play in your face, whole time want to take your place. Well, that's not going to happen. You have a reconciliation here. Somebody is mad because you see them as a lazy daisy, a motherfucking slacker. See, you have balanced your energies out within yourself. You know that people are very karmic. They could even be on the, like, playing for the same field because they're narcissists. Could be a Leo who's, having shit blow the fuck up on them right now because the truth is prevailing. Look, I said it. I said it, and when I say what I say, I meant what I said. Everything is being returned back to sender. This tower is hitting because they did this all because they were jealous. They played mind games. They manipulated. They acted like you weren't shit, never gonna be shit. They're feeling foolish because you're self-made, but you can't do this on your own. That's why these people can't destroy you because the destroyer himself protects you. Yo, people need to get it right or get it. Get gone. Get gone. Yeah, because you're helping a lot of people. I don't make it up. You're pure heart. You're high vibrational. You are the temperance angel. Even with the size of a mustard seed, you plant that seed in people and they see that they're fucking slacking on their life purpose, that they're on the DL, they're playing in people's face. They don't have to be on, sexual DL, but they're just, on the download. They're not being honest of who they really truly are. They're not looking deep within themselves. They're shallow, very superficial. And because you're helping people, they want to set you up while they're going through judgment. Somebody wanted to judge you falsely, act like they had reign over you, they were supreme. Guys, nobody is supreme. We're all the same in this world, so people need to get it right, okay? And you have a right to know. People are hung, having to look at things in a different perspective, and you don't really know somebody until you know them. So get to know people, okay? Take away their title, take away their position, and just see their character. Who are they? How do they treat people? Because a lot of people are trying to keep things in the dark, guys, and they're mad with this Capricorn because you're giving them space in this darkness underneath this new moon to reflect. And these karmics are seeing that they too can get out of this fucking illusion, but they have to go through the karma. Now you have this Hierophant energy. You are very much in authority of your life. You are sovereign. You are independent. A lot of people look up to you, but there's also a group, an organization that has been watching you as well, and they're feeling very pathetic, Virgo, because you've been in hermit mode. Oh wow, these people are in hermit mode. They can't handle being by themselves. That's why they need this group, okay? Because by themselves, they're fucking getting annihilated one by one by one. You're just, what is it, like Kill Bill? I took the kids to Kill Bill the other day to go watch it, the whole bloody story. So it was like a 4.5, 5 hour session, and it was like a 15-minute intermission. It was really fun. And yeah, so it's like that, like one by one, but it's not you. You're not doing nothing. You're just sitting pretty like the Empress Emperor that you are. But somebody's feeling pathetic, okay? Because they try to isolate you. They try to put you down. They try to like end you in any way, shape, or form that they possibly could. And now that they're in the same situations that you are, they're feeling it. And they're feeling pathetic. They shouldn't have done this. They're realizing they're slackers because it takes a lot to get out of this fucking energy. Ooh, yeah. See? Oh, I don't make it up. I didn't even know these cards were in my fucking hand. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because I am the real deal Holyfield. There was 222 on my 2222. Oh my God. As I said that, okay, so the black magic has backfired. Why? Because you are the Empress. So you're just putting your feet up, you're minding your business, you're drinking your water, you're staying in your lane, and the ancestors are putting people through judgment. Now, this is Archangel Gabriel. Now, let's get into. Oh, wait, we got some more decks here. Confidence. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel, the war angel, the main war angel who is helping you. And a lot of people are pleading for forgiveness because you've seen the cycle. You had the confidence to get out of it. I told you it's not cocky, it's confidence. People want to act like you got a big ego. Guys, you go through shit and you feel the shit and you don't want others to go through the same shit you went through. Hence why you help so many people. As people are playing in your face, they fucking need to grow up because you already cleared the energy, guys. The collective energy is really on their purpose. And these people are slackers. They refuse to find their purpose. They want to snatch somebody else's purpose and say that's mine with mind games. Like that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay. Ancestors, yeah. Okay, so there may have been some kind of ritual done in the full moon. Okay. And the ancestors are blinding these people. They no longer have any gifts. They no longer have any resources. Maybe somebody doesn't even have a car anymore. Somebody looked at you because you didn't have a way of means. And now that you do, they're low key jealous because karma, oh my God, it sucks because I know how it felt. It sucked to not have a car. Like, it was so bad. It was so expensive. Like, I don't have anybody. I don't have family to call if I need help, if something needs to get fixed, if I need a ride. Like, I'm by myself, like literally by myself. It's a choice, but it's because of what I've been through. So I've learned to kind of figure it out on my own. So when I didn't have a car, if I don't have money, then I can't get it fixed. I can't do things like, so it was really expensive. So I would never wish that upon anybody. It was so hard and nobody understood what I was going through. Nobody. But I figured it out. Where there's a will, there's a way. And these people, they did all of this to this pressure, to bind you, to isolate you because they were jealous of you, not realizing that all that pressure was inevitably going to form you into a diamond. They thought you were cool. They thought you were shit. Yes, you can thank them because they definitely can't destroy you. They may have broke your heart, but in breaking to a million little pieces, you were able to pick those pieces back up and rebuild an even stronger, better heart, more wiser. Somebody is heartbroken now. Why? Because they can't destroy you. How can they destroy you when the destroyer himself protects you? Somebody is blinded by the truth. It's your authenticity, and somebody is trying to, I don't know, somebody wants to snap because you are the star. You're shining bright authentically. You healed. You didn't give up your hope. And that's what allows you to be blessed, especially under some kind of full moon energies. The masks are falling off, guys. People thought that they can hide things. They can't. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're very codependent. This could have even been a man. Us were thinking it's a female. It could have been a man, guys, who's on the DL trying to get your man. Is weird. I don't know. Hmm? These people can't sleep now because they're feeling pathetic. They wanted to come up against an earth angel and frame an earth angel to some kind of lover who clearly was codependent. So they clearly listened to anybody, you know, thought they were growing with or thought they wanted to be like, or I don't know. At the end of the day, these people can't sleep, they can't eat, they got anxiety. There's a big day coming up for you guys. Like I said, tears of joy, right? Something is finally yours. Finally yours. Wow. And there could have been a husband who has a lot of self-hate. There could have been somebody who you almost got married to, or an ex-husband, ex-wife. Take it as it resonates. It's an energy, guys. Or it could have even been just a role model or a roommate. Somebody is very envious of you. Or this person's friends could have been very envious of you, of them. So they try to frame you so that this person would be heartbroken and walk away from you, not realizing that you were a whole blessing, a dream come fucking true. You, you were their wish. I don't know, somebody is really upset. They can't eat, they can't sleep, they can't stop thinking about the wrong they done, it says on this card. Yeah, self-hate, guys. Somebody was a good person until they weren't no more. Until they became a cheater. It is what it is. Their friends lied for them or something. I don't know. Air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody wants to talk to you, communicate with you because you're light as a feather. You have self care. You knew that you didn't deserve this. You didn't want these bad friends, these bad co-workers in your life anymore, trying to put you in isolation and talk shit about you. You walked away. You walked away. You knew your worth. And these people are having a rude awakening as you walked away. They're having a rude awakening, guys. It is what it is. Yeah, someone's homeless. Now they don't have to be like on the streets. It's cold out here, so let's pray for them if they are, because nobody deserves that. I know what that feels like. I would never want that for somebody. When I wrote this, it meant homeless of the soul. Guys, somebody is broke, busted, but they can get better. Okay, they're not stuck. There's possibilities, endless possibilities. The impossible says, I'm possible. Like I said, the size of a mustard seed. If you have this Hierophant energy, guys, a lot of people are looking up to you right now because you're showing people another way because you are the divine feminine. You don't want to say this, but you told them so. You told them to stay away from these fucking people, that they were gonna put them in this situation, but they hated themselves and they hated you because of this water sign, because of your blessings. They wanted to break your heart. They wanted to fuck up your confidence because you are Aquarius, air sign, and because your payoff was coming, they wanted to delay it. You are a major manifester, and people are very spiteful, envious, pitiful of this because your blessings on blessings on blessings come in as an Aries. I don't know, somebody cheated on you, could have been an Aries, and they're going through death endings, guys. Look, the hexes are backfiring. An Aries could have done some kind of death magic on you because you're the Empress. They wanted to, somebody fucking manipulated somebody to stay away from you. They ended up hating on you, doing magic to you because of your blessings. This person is heartbroken, very childish. They care about you. They're having to go through some shit because you're staying the fuck away from this person. Because you told them to stay away from their stupid ass fucking friends, especially a Cancer, but they didn't want to listen. Now look at them, they're all caught the fuck. Because you have the heart to uplift those around you like an earth angel. You were born to shine. So you moved on. And you're staying away from these people. Why? Because you're safe. And Archangel Gabriel is making sure that you're safe because you are the divine feminine. You're gold. Everything you touch turns to gold. This is why you don't touch very much. This is why these people are so jealous because you grew in the concrete when people said you couldn't. You're the flower that grows in the dark. I'm telling you, there is a lot in the dark, and you may not ever get the answers that you seek, but you don't mind. You're going to just move away from the situation. And what's this, Libra? And balance out the scales, guys. Check your birth chart, sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node. Let's get one. Yeah, you're closed off. Okay, it is what it is. You're closed off. People are having to go through karma, and you don't want to pay the karma, like the consequences of their karma. So ancestors are making sure that you're not around these people. Like I said, somebody may be looking for you with a flashlight in the daylight. They're feeling a little foolish because they're never going to find you because their vibe is just not right. They're fit for someone else. It's like you're fit for someone else. You broke free. You got freedom, guys. These people feel blocked from you because they are. Ancestors, spirit guides, let's get the messages from the tarot deck. What do you want to tell my beautiful collective from the tarot deck? Somebody's mad because this air sign is very guided. Light as a feather. Somebody can't, is feeling heavy in their chest. They can't breathe. They know that your pain makes you stronger, but their pain is breaking them. It's because the moon, whatever's in the dark comes to light underneath this new moon. The judgment with the moon in reverse. Now, I have really shuffled these decks. I wanted to make sure that the deck was both in upright and in reverse so that you guys can see it, okay? Because, you know, I can intuitively read the cards, but it's nicer when you actually see that it is in reverse, okay? So, here we go. Let's get into it, guys. Whatever's done in the dark is being seen. Why? Because it's judgment time. That horn has been, you know, blown. The horn has been blown. Someone's cover has been blown, guys, is what it comes down to. And they're going through a judgment. And the ancestors, I told you, you got your feet up, you're chilling, you're relaxing, you're taking care of responsibilities 1000%. And those who have talked behind your back are going through some kind of karma for keeping secrets. You have a pure heart. There's not much you can do other than be you. 3333 on my clock. Look at all these synchronicities. I'm telling you, that's what you're doing. You're just being you. Yeah, because the Five of Swords, there was a lot of people trying to stab you in the back, win at all costs. Make you look very foolish so they look better. Mm. Well, somebody got cursed for doing that, and it's not you guys. And that's the truth. Ace of Swords. And that's the fucking truth. Someone got cursed. Why? Because they can't destroy you and the destroyer himself protects you. Somebody needs to understand that, and I'm gonna put that as my main, you know, title for the reading. Three of Swords. You're waiting for a new beginning, a new opportunity, an opportunity to help yourself so that you can help others. See, you get yourself lit so that you can, you know, lay others up. You don't, you know, put down others so you can feel better about yourself. Like, dude, you're just gonna put yourself in the same situation that these fuckers are in right now. So you learn, you heal, you grow, you evolve, and hopefully use others as what not to do, what not to be. These people, they should have used you as, an example of how to get out of the trap instead of trying to, be mad at you because you're an emperor of your own life, boss CEO, independent contractor. Somebody was really jealous. They wanted to be in competition with you when there's no competition. You're waiting for an emperor, a real boss, a real mentor, a real father figure, somebody who you can look up to and you will let control you. Like, it's not control, guys, it's submissive. It's because this person lets you be a divine feminine. They take care of shit. Oh, wow, the star is, oh, ho, ho. There is an emperor from your past who feels like they missed out on a big fucking opportunity with you. A big opportunity with you because you're waiting, what you're waiting for is for an opportunity for you to help yourself, and then you'll be in this emperor position as the empress emperor. And then that's why somebody's been trying to stop you, because they don't want this wish fulfillment to come through. Somebody doesn't want you to be married in a relationship or have some kind of stability. Even though you wish these people would have some stability and get on their own 2 feet, they've been wishing you so much bad shit. Could even be a family, like I said, some kind of organization. They're supposed to be helping people. They're not even helping themselves. At the end of the day, you see it and you walked away from these people. It wasn't a wish for you. Judgment. What you want is coming in, guys. You are a major manifester. Somebody has been trying to stop you. High priestess in reverse. I'm telling you, these people who have been going through judgment right now are the people who have been doing dark energy work, manipulation, gang stalking, slandering. You healed from this heartbreak that these people have sent towards you. You knew that if you continuously keep pushing forward without retaliating, things would get straightened out. It would just take a little bit of time. So you had patience. You did the work necessary to balance your energies out. Now these people are having a rude awakening. Why? Because you told them so. You told them so. To stay the fuck away from these low vibrational pick me groupies, but they wouldn't listen. They acted like you were a groupie, a pick me. Nah, bitch, you're one of a kind. Yeah, look, one of a kind. Five of Wands, guys. These people really tried to fucking cause you a lot of commotion. They wanted to drag you into their conflicts, make up these rumors, frame you, make themselves look better, play mind games. They're a narcissist, okay? At the end of the day, whatever is done in the dark is being seen. So these people are only fighting with themselves. They're not fighting with you, are they? Because you're not around. And you're protected beyond measure. Five of Swords. These people didn't realize that eventually they were naive. They didn't realize eventually the truth is going to come out and they were going to look like a bunch of fucking clowns. Because the truth is at the heart of the spread here with the tarot. Ancestors, what is the Five of Swords? Wow. Oh, wow, you get the Knight of Cups with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, somebody. Okay, with the Five of Swords is the Eight of Wands. So it's like they wanted to backstab you and betray you because you were the messenger. So you're speaking the truth. And they didn't want people to believe you. Because if they believe you, then they're going to start doing their own fact checking, do their own research, and then they're going to actually start finding out the truth. And all the secrets, and I mean all the secrets, are going to be seen because there's a big fucking light on somebody. Big light. They wanted your light, fine, sure, whatever. Nah. But the ancestors are shining light on what they don't want to see. Now, somebody may be very aggressive with you because you are standing in your truth. And they wanted you to fumble that truth. They didn't want you to speak. They didn't want you to have an opportunity to grow, motivate others. And they didn't want somebody to come in and sweep you off your feet. Okay? But you're waiting for something that is not in and out. Okay? It's not a love bombing energy. You only want one. You only need one. Guys, you're not greedy. Like, what the fuck? So you're waiting for that one. You're patient. Patiently waiting, standing on the truth. And what is this? The devil in reverse. And what else did I have there? The Queen of Swords in reverse. I told you it was a fucking narcissist. Yeah. You let go of some kind of devil codependent energy, addictions, mindsets. Somebody's calling you a bitch because you're not waiting on them, because you know that they're in and out. They're in and out, guys. Somebody was a narcissist, very abusive, very one-sided, and they may have grouped up clarification with a lot of people who wanted to come up against you only because you were no longer binded in their group, to addictions, codependencies. You were no longer in society's, you were pushing back, you were shaking the table, you were making noise, and you were standing in your power, and somebody wanted you to fucking miss out on an opportunity, a job, a relationship, all the above, I don't know, family. And you did, but you held out. You understood that you had to find home, and home is where the heart is. Somebody feels like home is wherever they are with you, and while this person, you're staying away from them because they're not one with self. They wanted to frame you. There's somebody new coming in though. It's an Ace of Cups. This is a love that is overflowing. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. And it's going to bring in a lot of abundance, okay? A lot of abundance. Somebody loves you unconditionally. They feel like they missed out on a big opportunity because of this low vibrational energies. Somebody may be getting sober, getting their shit straight. I don't know, because it hurts to miss out on this big star. Is the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. It's the King of Wands. There's a Leo, Aries, Sag who is in the reverse. Could be a Leo, could be this Aries. Take it as it resonates. They're in reverse. And they're missing out on a big opportunity. They're feeling upset because they they avoided the inevitable. And now whatever was built on faulty foundation is crumbling, and they're mad because they tried to set you up to get you to fall from grace, to get fired, to get put out, miss an opportunity. But they're a player from the Himalayas, so they're a pick me, a groupie, wannabe. And well, you're the Queen of Wands in the upright. You're more powerful. That's why somebody is jelly. And they chose another lover to put down your confidence, to make you feel like you weren't good enough, to make you feel needy, to crawl back to them. Fuck, you're more powerful than them. Why would you do this? You're beautiful, you're vibrant. Knight of Pentacles, and somebody wanted you to really miss out on opportunity so that they can bring you injustice. Somebody did bring you injustice. Now they're having to pay the consequences for being a cheetah. King of Swords. And teaming up with a couple who is narcissistic. This couple teamed up with this person to go against you, to frame you, made up stories to get this person even more in their head about you so that they can do magic on you. Because they were all mad because you walked away from them. Because clearly they're not your people. And now they're all mad because none of them can destroy you. Four of Pentacles, none of them can hold on to you. Everything they have is falling right out their motherfucking hands. See? Fall from grace, no victory. King of Cups in reverse. There's that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Page of Cups. These people will never apologize to you, and they're pissed the fuck off with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Why? Because you're logical. You're forthcoming. You're getting this victory, public recognition from the ancestors as they're falling from grace. And they wanted this to be you. But you're the Temperance Angel, balancing shit out. Guys, there could have even been a Sagittarius who was a ringleader, Ten of Pentacles. They're mad because they got no legacy. So they wanted to come up against you and your legacy, but you balanced something out. It's the Eight of Pentacles. These people didn't want you to work with somebody because they were jealous. They didn't want them to have this legacy, so they didn't want you to work with the Eight of Pentacles. They messed up some kind of opportunity with finances. But the Wheel of Fortune is here, guys. You still loved yourself even when others didn't give you an opportunity. You knew that you deserved an opportunity. So ancestors made a way. Archangel Gabriel made a way. If you're part of the 144K frequency, Archangel Michael made a way. And Archangel Michael has two goons that stand beside him. So if you are a chosen, divine feminine, divine masculine, then those two goons are always beside you when he is not available. Do you see what I'm trying to say? And these people are jealous of your protection. because they can come and try to destroy you, but you're just going to show a mirror to them and they're going to have to put the pieces together. A lot of people are putting the pieces together as to why you were homeless, as to why you don't have friends or family, or why you're always alone, why you choose to stay away from these karmic energies. Clearly, people think they have more reign, more power, but they're not even doing well for themselves. They cannot do well for others. You give people space, and you're about to have some happy tears because there's a Leo really going through some karma right now. There's a lot of people going through karma because this Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. Somebody wanted you to miss out on an opportunity. You're the star. You're always going to flip the script and you're always going to make that opportunity land in your favor. And the ancestors are here to show you that the underdog is now on top. These people don't want to work with you? Fine. The ancestors gave you an opportunity to work for yourself. You're self-made. Now these people are mad. Like, make that make sense. They should have gave you an opportunity. They didn't want to. Or decided to stop you. Now it's on and popping. Ancestors, let's go down the rabbit hole with the Alice in Wonderland deck. Yeah, these people need to keep up, guys. They're looking up to you because you're flying high above the fray. It says immense effort, advance. Somebody wants to advance to you, but it's taking a lot of effort because why? Because, well, you're leading the way. I told you, you're way above the fray. You're telling people that they too can get out of this slacker energy and heal, but they have to have hope, faith in themselves. And they got to stop wishing people bad. Like, come on, seriously, you really think you're going to have a good life like that? Get the fuck out of here. Be a leader. Show others how it is. You can help others. You're helping a lot of people. And a lot of people want to advance to you. They just don't know how to approach you. They feel like you're running out of time because you're growing so vast. And this is why you're choosing to be by yourself, do things on your own. Like me, if I wait for somebody to do something with, I'll be waiting forever. So I just do it. Here's what it is. See? All must have prizes. See, trying to please everyone. You're not a people pleaser. You do what you do when you need to do it. You're very independent. Somebody tried to take your independence away. They wanted to please all kinds of people. Now they have to pay the consequences. Want to play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It is what it is, guys. Mortality. Our life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. Somebody is realizing their life is theirs to live, and they're mad that you're just living your life because you're following your own good advice, guys. You're not a hypocrite. You're staying away from what you prayed out of. You are disciplined. And this is what gives you that protection, that freedom, that that emotional stability. It says, follow your own good advice, trust yourself, and know what is best for you. You know what's best for you, guys. Garden. You are the warrior in the garden. So you're chilling. You ain't got to get ready. You're always ready. Your sword is there. You can fucking be petty if you need to be, when you need to be. You're no longer putting shit on the back burner. You're not letting shit slide. People want to act some kind of way, and they got to pay the consequences. It is what it is. But you ain't going out of your way to hurt nobody. Nothing like this. You are protecting yourself, you are standing up for yourself, and you are standing up for those who can't stand up for themselves. It is what it is. Something lovely will come from this. You knew that all this conflict, something good was going to come from this, but these people, they just didn't want to see it for what it was. The fact that you make impossible things happen at the heart of the deck. The heart of you, at the heart of the whole situation, at the heart of the whole story here, you make impossible things happen, and you show that impossible things are possible. I told you the word itself says I'm possible. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. These cards are just all clarification as to what I said on my downloads. Now, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective. A lot of people are getting a fresh perspective, especially about you, because they're getting blinded by the source, by ancestors, by God. As above, so below, guys. People are going through karma for being needy, trying to do spell work on a chosen one. Now they're over medicating because it's all in popping with you, my beautiful collective. They can't stop you, but they have helped you. They have helped you, and they're mad that they have helped you because they made you have thicker skin. I told you, when your heart broke into a million little pieces, you put them back together, but it's like titanium now. Nothing can penetrate it. And You have love. You love, love, love. And these people know how you love. So they're feeling like left out from that love because you'll never be able to love them the way you loved them before. Daisy. Somebody's looking at you like this daisy, okay? And they need some healing. We've all needed healing. Colt's foot, okay? So these are the two messages for the healing messages from the plant world for this reading because we all need healing. And that's what you did. You healed, you protected yourself. This is the rituals that you do. You don't, you know, dig into other people's lives. You don't pay attention to people you know are going to hurt your heart. Sure, you may look once in a while to see if they're okay, but and there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, you just make sure you want people to be okay. The fact is that these people want you to be the opposite, so they have to go through karma because Daisy is already here. Okay, so Daisy says Daisy is beneficial for those who are overcome by fear born of sense of in inadequacy. It offers strength to overcome obstacles as well as faith that we are always supported. See, you may not feel very supported because physically and emotionally you don't have, but you are supported, you are protected, and you just have to look around you to see all the things that you have already accomplished and got through. You weren't alone. You had guardians, passed over loved ones, you know, angels protecting you as above, so below because of your heart. You have that warrior heart. That's why you're, you know, the warrior in the garden. So, Colt's foot. Colt's foot reminds us that we are never alone. We are not only part of a larger community, we are part of the galaxy. Colt's foot helps us develop a grounded connection to community wherever we are. See, you're very grounded and you have this connection wherever you go. You make friends and but they don't last very long because you're only there to help them for a small period of time, and you've come to understand this, that not many people will stay in your life because you are a different vibe. As the emperor empress, yes, you do have a lot of responsibilities. You do have a lot of people who look up to you, who you take care of. You have always been this way since you were very young. You could have raised your parents, been the emotional support and make sure that they're okay always, like, and it had you like grow up a lot faster than most people, and it also had you go backwards a lot faster than most people. Sorry guys, I'm making another coffee because I knew I was going to put out a couple readings, so I figured I might as well put my put my stuff here so that this way, while I'm doing the readings and getting everything ready, I could still have my coffee, still chat with yous, you know what I mean? Now, somebody is tapped the fuck out right now. Oh wow, they are ever tapped out. It's because you are hope. You have helped somebody to see that they're not alone. And you, my beautiful collective, are not alone. Okay? You have a pure heart, guys. This is why you're blessed. And somebody does feel cursed because the ancestors got your back. Somebody needs to loosen their grip. They're tapped out. They're tapped out emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. They are tapped the fuck out. And they need to loosen their grip. Codependent mechanisms, destiny, addictions, let God in. This is the message from my beautiful star seed, elect ones, chosen ones, divine feminine, divine masculine. This reading is for you. But remember, this could be your reading. This could be somebody around you. This could be somebody playing in energy that you know nothing about. So please discern, discern, discern. Okay, loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, destiny, addictions, letting God in. You're a chrysalis being, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides of the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationships, the job, the people pleasing. Thank you, ancestors, for clarifying. It's all everything in one card. The things we cling to often come up most vulnerable in our most vulnerable space. The parts we're most afraid to leave empty. The parts we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping the space covered with something that doesn't serve us or cling to it out of fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving things that will. A Course of Miracle tells us what we leave empty, grace fills. And the Buddha says, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender to all the feels, all that feels dense to the divine. Loosen your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it may stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. Star Seed Soul Inquiry. What are you clinging to of fear of nothing to come and take its place? I told you, somebody really was like just trying to, have these placeholders, and well, they need to do their own work, guys, because it's making them miserable. Whatever they're doing, they don't even like what they're doing. What is this? And it says power of attraction. What you wants you guys. You got that 13 reducing down to a 4. So you got some kind of stability coming in, guys. Power of attraction. I told you, you are a major manifester. So what you want, you can have. The thing is you know when it's good for you, when it's not. So you have to let go of your grip. You can't control actual people. You can't. You can't control the outcome. You can't control nothing. You have to give it up to source. You have to give it up to faith. And that's what you did. Where there was a will, there was a way, and you made a way. You went against the grain and you gave somebody your motherfucking ass to kiss. Because there's that 4 again. 44, master number 44. You leveled all group. And you got number 10. Wow, when one door closes, another one opens, guys. I'm telling you, you're riding this horse in this next year into the promised land, and people are very jealous. They can act like they're low-key jealous. Fuck, they're high-key jealous. They're doing some shady shit, and people are waking up to the truth. And they're pissed. They're pissed. They're pissed. They're pissed. Why? Because it's pulling a ricochet. And no one can destroy you when the destroyer himself protects you. The mourning maiden, obstacles, challenges, and feeling unsupported. You are feeling lost and lacking direction, and it may seem that whichever way you turn, there is obstacles blocking your path. Be assured that this is just a phase and it will pass like everything else. There is a feeling of hopelessness as you only see negative outcomes in the current situation, but somewhere around you, there is a glimpse of light. Don't allow time to pass too quickly before you make an important decision about what to do next, as something has to change and only you can do this. When we are overburdened by life's obstacles and the feeling of being unsupported may be overwhelming. But rest assured, there is a greater universal energy which will help you to guide you. All you have to do is ask. That's what you did. You loosened your grip and you asked for guidance and help. And now you are showing people your ass. You went against the grain. You're no longer in what, you pushed back. You shook the fucking table, and people are having to really do their own fact checking. What is going on here? And let's get the last closing advice from the hip hop queen's ancestors. The last closing advice with the advice. And we have attitude. People wanted to say you had attitude. Really, you just had skill. I told her they wanted to flip the words. And then they wanted to act like the reason why you weren't collaborating with people was because of your attitude. Really, it was because of their attitude. It is what it is, guys. MC Light. Yeah, somebody even tried to say that you were the one who was on the DL because you didn't want to fuck with them. You didn't want to fuck with them because they're fucking womanizer. Oh my God, somebody needs to really like start paying attention. because they're 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 looking clownish right now, foolish. Okay? And somebody loves you. And it could be somebody from the past, but there's two people from the past. And then the one person from the future. And then there's one person who ganged up with a whole bunch of people. Like, oh. MC Light skills, accuracy and articulation. See what I mean? You can articulate how you feel. And that's what is getting these narcissists all choked up. They don't like being questioned, guys. Okay? So ask the fucking questions. You may have something to say, but you don't quite know how to say it. Sometimes it's hard to equivalate what emotions are involved. So an MC Light card suggests you should gingerly get to the point, but weigh your words. Take a moment to think about whom you're speaking to and what message lies behind the conversation. Also, analyze your means of communication. Will this work better in person, over the phone, even as a handwritten letter? There are many ways to get your point across, but understand that words are power and be mindful of their value. Don't address the situation when you're upset either. You don't have to be a roughneck to stand firm in your truth. Somebody is mad because you're so soft, so delicate, so sweet, but you got a raw, edgy side. Like I said, warrior in the garden, right? You got the skills, and because you had the skills, you walked the fuck away and manifested something called stability. Happy tears, baby. People want to give you attitude. That's fine. It's because you are that bitch. You are that guy. Guys, you're foxy, okay? I can never find her. Here it is. Somebody didn't want you to remember who you were. Vantage point, no nonsense point of view, mindset, bias, arrogance. A foxy card can pick up some major attitude inspo, but it can go in one or two ways. On one end, there's a beauty in standing tall. After all, excluding confidence is typically a good thing. However, if your nose is too high in the sky, you may miss what's right in front of you. That, and no one likes to be around a conceited person all day, every day. See, people acted like you were conceited. You were very humble, but that's exactly what irritated their demons. Your truth, your beauty, your authenticity, because they're fake. You exclude confidence, but it really rustled some feathers. They wanted you to feel left out because you were standing tall in who you were, and it was inspiring people. So they said that your nose was too high in the air, like you were better than them and you acted better than them, and you didn't. They were the ones whose nose was too high in the air to see exactly what was right in front of them. The truth. That, and no one likes to be around a conceited person all day, every day, right? You didn't want to be around these people anymore. And then they acted like you were the reason why you're not around. Whatever, that's a narcissist for you on a fucking gaslight. Perhaps it's time to humble yourself a bit if you're feeling like your opportunities in life and career are proving to be increasingly limited. You did. You've seen that you're not perfect. You don't know everything. You try your best. You humbled yourself. But these people wanted to humble you. Okay? They wanted to make you feel like you weren't good enough for these opportunities. And they wanted to block your career that provided some kind of future for your children. They're having to pay the consequences for this, guys. They wanted to be a roughneck, come up against a real general, a real guerrilla. They wanted to destroy you. They can't do that. Says you'll be good if you can maintain some self-awareness. You have self-awareness, and that's what you're telling these people. better get their shit together trying to send you some spell work, guys, because they're needy ass codependent people and they're on and popping pills trying to fucking forget you. Ancestors, let's get a message from the oracle, messages from the pocket spirit, okay, for a totem animal. I haven't pulled this out because I couldn't find them, but I found them. Ancestors, what's one animal oracle that's crowning this reading for advice? Well, we got the lizard. Okay, you got the lizard and you got the owl. So somebody could be a lizard, giving me that King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, right? And you're the owl, wise, very, you see all in the dark, very wise. So let's get the lizard first. The lizard. It says instinctual, sensitive to subtle, and dreamer. Okay. The lizard is an expert in the realms of sensory perception. As if it has the sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear on out the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, overstimulation will drain a lizard to their magical essence. This card is indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and to return to your inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, a non-committal and flaky. And to bring into balance a creative project, somebody needs to be more motherfucking creative. Now, people have been trying to swagger jack your creativity, but you're an owl and there's nothing there, guys. You're a different vibe. Abundance, clairvoyance, treasures. You are a treasure. And you were hidden in plain sight, guys. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from the east to the west. The white owl is particular in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boom or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what this boom and treasure is. How can it further serve your dharma and bring abundance into this world? Trust that the wellspring of your treasures is infinite. Yay, baby. It says, when in balance, generous, trusting, and secure. When out of balance, quarrels, and when quarrels and insecurity, and to bring into balance an offering. So you're doing an offering, guys. You're very generous. You're very generous. It's time to give back, and people are starting to, pay it forward. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some clarity. You are not gonna miss out on opportunity, guys. Somebody's they didn't want to go through this death and transformation. They didn't get the Wheel of Fortune. As you went through the death and transformation, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody didn't want to show you love. They thought you were naive, like you didn't deserve the love. You're dancing to the beat of your own drum as the Queen of Pentacles. You are very reliable, very resourceful, very independent, and you're minding your business, drinking your water, paying attention to your own shit in your own lane, a lane of your own. None of these people can destroy you because the destroyer himself protects you. You are working for source. They are your co-signer. So it doesn't matter if these people didn't want you to work, didn't want you to succeed, didn't want you to have nothing. You're standing very balanced on that Wheel of Fortune, and the underdog is now on top. I love you guys. Stay blessed. One love. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Watch this reading from yesterday, the other day, because I've been very busy. Thank you again, again, and again. And I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the bell icon, okay? So you get notified when I post new content. Bye, guys.